What's been the craziest request your agency has dealt with? Be it unrealistic demands or super strange strategies, from time to time, you'll be put in some awkward situations. We chatted with multiple agencies to pick out some of the crazies for this video. These insane stories will hopefully give you a laugh and teach you something along the way. Jens Rhodes, CEO of Floodlight SEO, once had a strange objection, apparently from a higher source.
I was driving away from the sales meeting with a signed agreement and check in hand. Halfway back to my office, I got a call from a weeping new client. Jesus told her this was a mistake and that she wanted to back out.
At the back of his mind, Jens wanted to get a little cocky.
I considered telling her, "Oh, that's strange. He just told me it was a fantastic idea," but instead opted for just tearing up the check and wishing her luck and happiness in the future. Bullet dodged. I think so.
In this situation, simply backing away was Rhodes' best option. Since this objection was not based on any fault of the agency, clients like these are just not worth the headache. Just walk away. Then there are marketers who really want to impress the CEO. And while that's not crazy, it could get a little weird when you target his wife. According to James Robinson, who is a managing partner at Starling, a client once made a strange request to buy a billboard on the road that his chief executive's wife lives on. While the team tried to reason with him, the client was insistent, so they did it anyway.
An agency is often judged for things that the client specifically requests or overrules the agency on. It can cause friction, but it inevitably makes a campaign less effective, which isn't great for the client or the agency.
How would Robinson recommend handling these requests?
Push back, give your rationale, make sure it's documented, and if you do have to do something crazy, make sure you caveat doing so with your client so that you're covering your back.
Every agency has come across prospects with unreasonable expectations for the budgets they have available. T60 Production found themselves in a pretty awkward situation when a client with champagne taste came to them with a beer budget.
One time, a prospect asked for a cost estimate and sent along a link to an example video from a big brand.
Filled with drone shots and time lapses, the video would have taken days to create. Now responded with a $30,000 quote, and the prospect wrote back that their budget is $3,000.
You don't want to be the person who always says no. But at the end of the day, you have to figure out how to do it with empathy. I suggested scaling back the project and we never heard back from them.
Sticking to your guns is important when you've quoted reasonable costs for reasonable work.
If someone is always difficult or crazy, then fire them as a client. They're not worth the stress. There's another client waiting to be found around the corner.
Would you place a financial services brand on Tinder? Well, one ex-client of the Move Digital Group thought it was a pretty good idea. Apparently, someone on the leadership team heard that Tinder was popular and wanted the company to be on there. And what did the Move Digital Group do with this difficult client? The marketing team at that place wasn't at fault. It was just that those higher in hierarchy were inserting themselves in marketing. In the end, they had no choice but to swipe left. Although they didn't downright fire the client, they let the relationship fizzle out, as most Tinder relationships do.
It took a few more months, but the relationship ended. Their marketing team was so frustrated. I still feel bad for them.
Sometimes clients keep you waiting and waiting and waiting until they want something delivered in the next hour. Optimise Online, an Australian company, knows this all too well.
A client asked if we can have their website finished in 5 weeks. We have been waiting on approval of the initial brand design for 2 years, and we still haven't received the completed copy from them.
His response? He gently told them that it was impossible, and instead suggested a more reasonable course of action. Had he agreed to this unreasonable request, he would have set time away for existing projects and put some serious stress on his team.
Communication is key. Be patient and explain simply. Stick to your processes and refer back to the scope of work and terms of service if need be.
Let's face it, agencies will continue to field crazy and impossible requests. Experienced agencies know how to handle these kinds of prospects, and even more importantly, when to say no to them. While we shared just 5 of our favorite crazy requests with you today, we have a bunch more of these stories on our blog. So if you want to head over there for more, the link is in the description below. But it's your turn. What are some of the craziest requests you've encountered as an agency? Let us know in the comments down below. If you're new to our channel, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and hit that bell notification button to stay updated with our future videos. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.